So there was more than just an install happening in this video. Who picked up on it? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to VogelStang. Thanks for tuning into this video. So today we have yet another install. I have some hood struts to put on from Ford Performance, so we can get rid of the dreaded prop rod and make it look nice for some future car shows. And what's this? Rocks. I hate having a rocky driveway. I put gravel down a long time ago for an extra spot over there, but that was a big regret because now I just get rocks all over my driveway. So whatever. Here's the tools required, or the tools that I used. I used a 3/8 ratchet, 10mm socket, a 6mm Allen wrench, a hole punch, some scissors, and either you're gonna need, I had this 3/4 inch drill bit which did not do the job. You're definitely gonna need an inch. So I didn't have an inch drill bit, so I just tried this first to see if this would be big enough, but it was not. So if you're gonna do this install, you definitely gotta have at least an inch drill bit or a hole saw. So if you do have an inch drill bit, you're definitely gonna have to step it up with a couple other drill bits. You know, these don't matter in size, just as long as they, you know, you just step it up from small to medium to, you know, large. Or if you have a 1-inch hole saw, that would be even better probably. That way you could just do it without having to step it up. Or actually I used 1.5 inches. It's fine if you go larger. And that's really it. So there's also the step-up drill bit that you can get. They're like the cone-shaped drill bit. That would probably be even better than any of these. So if you have one of those, you go ahead and use that. But that's it. Those are the parts you need. All right, let's get to it. First thing that we got to do is take off the battery cover, which you just get these plastic pins. Just unscrew them. Oh, okay. All right, so plastic pin number 2. Number 3. And that's it. That's it. 3 plastic pins. There's 2 bolts over here that hold the hood on. There's one down here and one up here. So we're only going to remove this nut right here with a 10mm socket, and the shallow socket should work okay. Alright, so we got that off, and now we got to put on this bracket right here that comes with the kit. So this will only work on one side, so if it doesn't fit exactly how I'm going to put it on here, then you could just grab the other one and it'll work right. So you just take it on here and then turn it, and it should kind of line up there with this ridge here. So it's like that. Let's see, can I hold it at the same time? Get the nut on. Okay, so that's good. Now we can go grab the other piece. And I believe these two pieces are exactly the same. So, grab that. You just gotta get it so that metal piece goes in that hole right there. Okay, so does it go this way? And one thing to note is that you kind of got to pull up on it to get it so it catches. Kind of feels, oh, I see. It was, I felt like this was a little bit crooked, but this is like a locking washer on there. So I think it makes it kind of feel like it's out of alignment. For this, I believe we need a 6mm Allen wrench. Now, I think there is a torque spec of 20 foot-pounds on this, but I don't have a 6mm bit to put onto my torque wrench, so we're just gonna have to go by hand and just make it really tight. That's it. So I imagine that's probably good. I don't want to go overly tight. All right, so now that we have that installed and this one installed, next thing we need to do is work on this battery cover. We do have to cut out a hole in it. Oh, the template here almost flew away. First thing we need to do is cut out, cut out this template with a scissor. You just align this with the hole here and take a center hole punch. And we're gonna punch that black spot right there. That should be good enough. So going on a brief tangent here. Since I was bored the other day, I took some orange plasti dip because, as you guys know, right, I'm kind of doing like the orange accent theme going on the car, right, with the pinstripes and Instagram name there and on the winglets, and I made it orange. So I'm not quite sure how I feel about it yet. I don't know if it's a little over the top, but I mean, I do eventually want to do the calipers orange. The only problem is that, like, I want the oranges to match, so I feel like this one's a little too bright compared to this orange. And actually the Instagram name I feel is a little pale, but you know, I would like to get them all matching, but I don't know. So what do you guys think about the orange 5.0? I'm struggling to decide whether I like it or not. You're supposed to, the instructions say you're supposed to use a 1-inch drill bit or a hole saw, and I don't have a 1-inch bit or hole saw. I have an 1.5-inch hole saw or a 3/4-inch drill bit. So I'm going to start off with the 3/4-inch drill bit and see if that works. All right, let's see what that looks like. I don't think that's gonna work. Yeah, I don't think that's gonna work. It's not big enough. And so guess we'll have to do it. I don't want to do it, but I guess I'm gonna have to. And now's not probably a good time to make a run to Lowe's. Or Home Depot. Or your local hardware store. Or anywhere for that matter. Alright, so I'm a little bit nervous about this. Alright, so what I had to do was to use a hole saw. I already had a hole there, so when you're using a hole saw, it has a starter bit to keep this from moving when you're drilling. And since I already had a hole there, like for example like this, it wouldn't stay in place. So this would like wind up going all over the place, which you don't want, because then it's just going to scratch everything up. So all I did was just put a piece of wood underneath here. That way when you drill in, it starts off. Now when you go into the wood, it keeps the drill bit centered for where you want to drill, and that way that the hole saw will cut in the right spot. So just a little trick for a hole saw in case you're ever stuck in that position, and if you're able to get something behind there, that'll make it work. Now this did get a little bit scuffed up, but I'm not too worried about it. Now that's pretty good. That fits perfectly. So I'm happy that that worked at least. And what I may do is I may just take like a file and just kind of clean this up at some point. I'm not going to do it now though. So now that we have that in place, all right, just put your push pins back in. And, all right, do the next one, and one more up here. You know, I started this at like, I don't know what time, a few hours ago, but I keep taking breaks. Not because it's tiring or anything, just because, I don't know, I just taking my time with it. It's easy to do. So, but it's 4:44, so I better, you know, I better get this finished before we lose daylight. We can go ahead and, oh, I forgot how this goes. Oh, it goes like this way. And we'll pop this on here. And now this does turn, so you can get it there the way it's supposed to be. And you know what? I'm just gonna leave that for now. So I'm gonna go on another tangent here. Want to hear something crazy? Okay, so the crazy thing is, I've had my Mustang now for 7 months, and I have yet to do a burnout. So I think I need to plan a burnout. But the only problem is I gotta find a good spot. It's kind of tough around by me because it's very heavily populated, and there's no, not too many good spots. I may have to go and find a location and get it done, you know. But of course I'm gonna need an escape plan just in case, right? So, you know, I want to make sure I go and do it someplace where I can get out of there quickly if I need to. But anyway, let's we're gonna move on to the other side, which should go quickly. So this is very simple. So we're just going to repeat the process on this side, and this time it's going to be a lot easier since we don't have to deal with the battery cover. Oh, sorry about that. Oh, again. Alright, nice and tight. Grab our other piece. And we're just gonna do the same thing we did before. I think we're ready. That's one side. Oh. that's the other side. We are prop rod free. Ooh. Ooh. One thing left to do. Remove the prop rod. Yes, we have to do it. There we go. This could go in the expendables pile, which is right there for right now. However, that kind of doesn't look very good, so I'm just going to, I think, screw that back in. That looks nice. I like that. She's ready for some car shows and showing off some engine. I'm glad I was able to do it in one sitting. I didn't have to, you know, leave you guys with a cliffhanger halfway through. But just want to kind of mention there's something a little special I did in today's episode. So I want to see who can pick up on what I did. So if someone figures it out, let me know in the comments, and that'd be really cool. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If it helps you out, that would greatly help me out. So please give it a thumbs up if you can. It only takes a second. And if you're interested in seeing more content, what I'm doing, please hit that subscribe button. And there'll be more videos to come. I actually just put an order in for a couple more parts, so there's definitely at least 2 more installs coming up very soon, probably in the next week or 2. So stay tuned, hit that subscribe button, notification bell, so you know when I drop a video, and I'll see you guys next time. Later.